If I could get people to pay money to see me naked, I would be all over that. I have no shame.
Perfect. Okay, so we should be live. We should be going. We should be able to be heard. All right, everybody say hi and welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
Hello?
Um, let's fix my cameras, change the settings on a couple things. So need to, nope, not that one. It'll be Sven's face. Need to fix that one. Yoink, there we go. All right, and when last we left our intrepid adventurers, we were on Verdion rather, and you guys were fighting a plant. There we go. We got the map up. We got the picture up. All right, and so Jingo, would you mind doing the honors of reading the message of the day
Let me bring that up real quick.
while I'm double checking, making sure we can be heard?
I heard us. After finding the data stolen from the Deep Cultures Institute, Nib tells them that there are indications that there is a bubble city deep within the sun called Noma. The problem is getting to it. A treasure hunter named Lurian has a ship that can take them to Noma. Lurian is with the Corona artifact divers and recently came back with a valuable artifact. They learned she is in Verdion at the Vestrani Gaming Complex, which is run by the Verdani cartel. As we entered the gaming complex, a frantic Xenowarden asked for help to subdue a void bomb. Image provided.
All right, then you also have the jungle path image and the time and the day.
The time is 5:15 p.m. The date is third day, 10th Gosran, 318 after gap.
All right, and Doc is there, so let's make him that. All right. So anything else you guys wanted to add or mention that I didn't talk about?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, one thing I did want to mention is the. Let me see if I can find my map. Nope, that's not it. It's here. It is. Sun Cities. Okay, I knew I had hot keyed it for a reason. Here we go. So, um, this is the bubble cities, on the uh, burning archipelago, and you guys had come from. Right now, you're working out of the Deep Cultures Institute. You're living there up. It won't let me draw arrows there. All right, so up here, and you had gone to Corona to find information. So then you found the information led you to Verdion, which is here. So you just come through this travel port and had come into Verdion. And as the Verdion has all these different floating and moving platforms, little islands, floating island type things almost. It's very hot and warm. It's almost like a Castavellian feel to it. Um, and there you're working your way to the Verdani Gaming Complex, which is down at 6 o'clock within that bubble, when a little Xeno warning came up and asked you for help. So the large P, that is where you guys, that's indicating where you are right now. We'll make it actually a little bit smaller. So that's where the party is. Welcome, Atomic. Hope you're doing well, sir. Martian Cat's in the house as well. Welcome, welcome. Um, so that's where you guys had there. This she said there was a void palm that had been messing around. The last caretaker, the last Xeno warden, had messed it up, hadn't taken care of it properly, and so now these tendrils and things were messing with the gravity. And sure enough, that one platform that it was on was sort of veering and tilting a little bit and heading towards some of the other platforms. So, being the nice, friendly guys you are, you ran over there to go assist and help. Um, and when you got there, the palm. Does anybody remember what this big area in the map represents?
The big green area?
Yes.
No, I do not remember.
So the void palm. Welcome. We can hear you, Reno. So the void palm can make darkness, and so it created this bubble of darkness. And you guys were having a hard time shooting it and finding it, and but you were able to lure it out, and so now it's just part of it is in the little patch of darkness. The rest of it is in the clear, as are all the rest of you. And Doc, you get you keep getting you're feeling something, but you're in the middle of a fight and you're not really worrying about it, and then you realize it's your communicator going off to, with a um, communique from the Midnight Core with a image attached. Um, Twitch, it is your turn. So you had gotten hit by this thing. That there are different. It has these fronds that come out and these vines that come out and lash into people and hurt them, and that's what you have been hurt a little bit by this thing. But it is your turn.
Okay. All right. Looking.
Yes, we
One,
can
two,
hear you.
three.
Loud and clear.
Alrighty. Shooting with my rifle. Are you kidding me? Okay. Nothing. It does nothing.
All right, so you shit. Are you gonna move or anything else as you shot goes wide?
I think I'll move this way.
Says the voice channel's connected.
We hear you.
All right, now that he's on the fancy grounds. All right, so as you move back, there's now the palm frond's turn.
There we go. Yeah, I couldn't hear you guys at all. That was why. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it moves forward 10 feet, just enough to get close to you. But it cannot do its multi-lash. It can only do one lash. At Twitch. As
Come on.
this vine wraps around you and just constricts. You hear it crack in one of your many legs. Thank you for the gift sub, Martian Cat. That is awesome. I really appreciate you.
Martian.
Tamakiro Squad is here all the time, so I'm sure he will appreciate the sub as well. That is great. Thank you so much. Had a little tunage going on there. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, Orindor, it is your go.
Show the map up for me, please. Can you throw the map up for me, please? Thank you. Okay, jungle path. Okay, so we're. All right, so what's the situation here? Just refresh me real quick.
You're in the middle
Yeah,
of fighting this
just one
void
thing.
palm. You guys were asked to subdue it so that he could
Okay.
replant it and
Okay.
put it where it's supposed to
So,
go.
right. Okay.
It
So
cast a
that's
bunch of darkness, but you all were able to lure it out of the darkness to where you could fight
okay.
it.
Okay. Uh, let's go with. I don't have any special weapons particularly. I don't think. Or maybe I do. Let's see. I have a flash grenade, foam grenade. That might be good. And that's about it. Yep. Let me see what the foam grenade does. She has a foam grenade level 9. Ooh, expensive. 20 feet capacity is drawn. Specialty is explode. Steam 20 feet. Properties of foam grenade. Foam grenade explodes on impact to release a burst of fire suppressant foam akin to a fire extinguisher. This foam reduces the damage from the burning condition or from the critical hit effect taken by the creatures within the area by the listed amount each round. This ends the burning condition or corrode effect if reduced to the amount of damage to zero. This is the end of any. Uh, this is also ends any active fires within the affected area. So it sounds to me like this is a grenade for helping us. However, it does do damage, doesn't it? I mean, so maybe it doesn't do damage at all.
It does not.
Okay, but it's not
It is,
restrictive either. So
and this is what it looks
okay,
like. The whole point of it is to put out fire. So
right,
if you have like a get hit with napalm and half the party is on fire, instead of each person taking a round to try to put it out, you can throw this out and, poof, and it'll put it out.
right,
That type of thing.
okay, yeah, that's what it sounds like. Okay, so I can use the flash grenade though. The flash grenade gives a 1d4 blinded 1d4 rounds, 5 foot something, range is 20 feet. Detonated flash grenade releases a pulse of intense radiance. So that would be kind of mild and feasibly blinded for 4 rounds for 5 feet, whatever that means. So, what do you think? Is this a feasible thing? Healer, healer.
Who are you asking?
I'm asking you.
I'm not there.
What
Doc,
did
Okay.
you want
Twitch,
now?
what do you guys think?
What? Yeah. Is anybody familiar with this stuff? I can roll for something, or you guys can tell me. I think this sounds like if we're trying to subdue it, this is a mild thing. Everything else I have is frag, lasers.
Are we trying to subdue it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
what you
simply
just said.
trying to subdue it so it can be replanted. It just got out of control.
Right.
Okay.
So it seems to me like that would be a good way to go. Anybody disagree?
I
I do
don't
not
disagree.
disagree.
No.
Okay, let's do it then.
All right, so
Spells,
you throw it
actions.
at a point. I presume you want to hit the plant and nobody else, correct?
Yes. Has a 20-foot range,
All right, so
so
on your main page, there is a button that
okay.
says ranged. It says melee range thrown. So click on the
Yep.
throne
Okay.
and just don't roll a one.
Just don't roll a one.
Oops, what happened there? Hold on. Come on, maybe. Nope, it's throwing up some sort of compile logs and not letting me do anything. Which means it tells me I don't have the module or something stupid.
When you're on your main page,
Yeah.
double
Yep.
clicking throne.
Thrown. Yep.
That is weird.
Brings up
Okay,
compile
then
logs.
just give me 20 insider.
Okay. 27. Bam.
That's weird. Your other two work just fine. Okay.
I got 17, huh?
Anyway, all right. So yeah, 17 is works. You toss it over this
Yep.
thing, and
Yep.
it tink 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 lands on the ground behind it, and poof, you have warned everybody, so they're looking away, and they
Right.
see this
Yep.
bright flash. And let's see.
So I have the dice. I have I have the damage, base bonus, attack. I just press the base.
So if you want to check your gear to see how many you have, and make sure you remove that.
I think I only have one, but let me check that.
And
Here, flash. I have frag, foam. I have one flash. Yep, one flash.
right, yep, so you can delete that. So its level is 2, so the DC is 10 plus half the level, which is 1, plus your dex mod, which is 3. So it's a DC of 15 as it will try to. Here it is. All right, so it's only effective for half. Go ahead and give me a 1d4. All right, so it'll be blinded for 1 round.
Having inspiration to roll again, huh? It's fine. So it's a little low spell. Oh, that's cool.
All
Nice little
right,
sound effects.
Duck.
Uh,
So you look down and you see that you have this picture. Maybe. What do I do with it? Here it is. And it says the message simply says expect Bali,
Yes.
period, newest member of Midnight Core 7, period.
Okay. I will tuck my phone in my pocket and say to Orndor and Twitch, we got a new recruit coming. Purple
Who?
and fuzzy, lots of arms. Be on the lookout.
Purple and
Okay.
fuzzy, lots of arms. Okay.
Recruit meeting with us.
Yep, Midnight
Yes.
7 just sent me the text. Here, and I'll go ahead and I'll forward
Oh,
the
he's
text to
loading.
their phones as well so that they get it.
Okay.
What a cutie pie. I'm not being truthful there.
All right. And what would you like to do?
Um, I'm going to
Have we
finish
subdued?
loading up a dart full of dock juice,
And do you
and
remember
I'm
Right.
going.
last week you had done your bio um, biohacker stuff and determined that a lot it has the plant immunities?
Yeah, so it won't. My big thing, it won't be affected by. I don't think I've actually shot it with anything yet. I don't remember.
I think you've just been helping us for the most part.
All right. So you had determined that already from before. What else would you like to do? You said you're loading something up.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it with a basic inhibitor armor class penalty.
It is not any of these things, so it should work. And it does. It hits.
Now,
Nice,
I
nice.
have a theorem called hampering inhibitor.
Called what?
Let me look up exactly what that does.
Okay.
What's it
Hampering
called?
inhibitor.
Oh, hampering.
Any biohack inhibitor you successfully use against a foe decreases that foe's speed by 50% to a minimum of 5 feet, in addition to the normal inhibitor effect you choose, which is an armor class penalty of 2.
Okay.
If the target has multiple movement types, all are decreased.
Multiple movement types means what?
If it can fly or crawl or tunnel or whatever.
Like I can walk and tunnel.
Really?
So do you remember how to change the wording on your basic inhibitors?
Um,
You should be able to open up the magnifying glass and then
ah,
it should pop open.
just put the note that
Put
it's
speed halved.
hampering.
Put speed halved.
Ah,
After
yeah.
the semicolon armor class -2 semicolon speed
Let me
halved
get back to there.
on all
Let's
your inhibitors,
see.
and you'll be good to go. Save me the trouble. All right, so this thing is a little bit more sluggish as Doc's serum does its magic. And coming from down where you guys had just come from, oops, wrong button. Where'd it go? Here it is. There you go.
There.
So why don't you
Yeah.
describe what they see? And is it Bali?
Yes.
Okay.
Ba, ba. So, you guys see this short, furry creature, about a little over 3 feet tall, with I think 6 arms.
Hey,
They've got like a their fur's like kind of purple. And he's running on two legs. Blah 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 blah.
and a
Wearing
tail, right?
yeah, got a tail too. I don't really know how else to describe him. Wearing some armor that looks like wood and has a shield in hand.
Shield.
Big
Uh,
kite shield, similar to what you would see from an old knight, flat on top. Point goes down to a point. The top portion of it, like the first top for him, 4 inches or so, is clear, so he can hold it up and see through it as well. As he's jogging up, and you
We'll say,
recognize Doc Dade as your. He matches the image that was sent to you, and your communicator showing you them here in this location, and sure enough, you see him in front of you, and you see them in the middle of a fight with this void palm.
welcome to Midnight Core. Break time is at 10 and 2. Lunch is at 12. Restroom's the last door on the left.
well, howdy, folks.
Here's your hard hat and your safety vest and your safety goggles and your earplugs. They must be worn at all times. OSHA
Mhm,
regulations.
mhm.
Welcome aboard.
Right.
Uh, so
It's-
this short creature comes jogging up. Let me check what their speed is. 25 feet. Mhm.
You and I
Let
are
me
almost eye to eye.
uh, and actually, you know what? Um, just for the entropic points, uh, they they have a racial trait where they can it's called hyper, where they can take 2 move actions once a day. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Uh, mark that off. Do that.
Entropic points. Are you a
Uh,
vanguard?
I might be.
That
I
would be
might be.
cool. They can be pretty rough.
Mhm. Uh, so they're going to go ahead and has to move their full action, and that gets a point. Uh, so
So keep in mind,
he
if you
runs.
do that, it will get an opportunity attack as you move
Oh yeah,
from
I'm
next
not
to
used to
Doc.
Starfinder. Shit. Wait, hold on. You're right. I'm used to D&D.
Now you can still get there by going through Dock Square, up one north of him, and then in.
Mm. It doesn't particularly matter to me where I end up. I just have to use all of my movement. Uh, so go there.
Okay.
And so as he rushes into the fight, he says, "Howdy, folks. It looks like you could use an extra hand or two, or 6." They say, kind of laughing as they glance down. Uh, I was sent by the Midnight Corps, and it looks like you could use my skills. Uh, and while he's doing that, he uh buh, 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 buh. You guys are fighting something, so he's gonna go ahead and try to help you fight.
Don't kill it. We're trying to
Don't
bring
kill
it
it.
down
Okay,
intact.
that is a good hint. um, let me see. Sven, what do I have to do for the blade that you gave me? I don't know how to mark off uses.
Blade that requires uses. Do tell.
If it's a powered weapon, it uses charges.
Mhm.
There you go.
Oh,
You should
there you go.
just be able to
Clicks a bubble.
attack with it, and it should automatically do it.
Okay. Um. Yeah. You guys are fighting a plant, so he's gonna go ahead and try not to kill it. Um. And so in his hand, this like this sword that it looks like it's made of stone, right? Uh, and as he starts to move it, it like starts to glow and crack, and in those cracks is what looks like lava.
Ooh.
Hey, cool.
Ah.
And so he's gonna go ahead and try to swing, and it would be very sad if I just immediately missed. Um, but let's see.
But that would make you part of the team because we whiff a
For
lot.
real.
Trial and error, big guy. Trial and error.
Well, hey, yeah. Ba 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 ba. Oh, yep, yep.
Holy shit, guys.
Oh my gosh, I also
Holy
rolled a nat
whoops.
one on my initiative, so
All right, so give me your
Wow.
percentile.
oh my
You
gosh.
want below 77.
Gosh. Oh, that's woo.
Nice.
God, I thought that came up 100 there for a second. My heart skipped a beat. It's like, no.
Yeah, this guy, he's like, "Hey guys, look at me,
The,
I'm joining your team," and then
the very first
immediately,
roll on the very first round of combat, critical
hmm
failed, dead. That would be the all time epic.
yeah, immediately just explodes in his hand, or like he like pulls it back and just slashes at Doc behind him.
Wow.
Or it could
Um,
be a character that purposefully explodes and comes back to life.
mm, maybe, but that's not really his thing.
Oh,
So yeah, so this guy, uh, comes running up, and I think this sword like powers up in his hand, and he's about to swing, and behind him Doc Dade says, "Don't kill it," and then it just kind of whiffs as he just kind of mind wanders for a moment.
All right, so top of the next round, the plant is moving a little bit slower, but luckily it doesn't have to move to attack
that's luckily.
Need a roundup grenade.
as it goes for Twitch.
Dude, leave me alone.
So what had happened is each time it hit, because it's blinded, it has to roll for a 50% miss chance. So Fantasy Ground does that for you automatically. So sadly, it rolled 3 very high numbers, so they still all hit.
I think you have this rigged.
Hacks. Hacks. No.
Oh no.
Which one I took
Take
you
Fix
it
down.
that.
So as these vines just come wrapping out around Twitch, and you hear crack, crack, as these things are just squeezing, and you see some of this bluish, greenish, dark, viscous fluid come out from between the chitinous plates that he has on him as he collapses down.
All right, never mind what I said. Kill it.
All right, so Twitch, you can spend your let me go to your front page,
I'm dying. What do I spend?
and you go to the very first one where it says on the bottom right, it'll say stab.
Bottom right, stab.
Yep, just click that. It uses up a couple of your resolve points, but you are no longer dying. You are stabilized. You have 0 hit points. Next round, if nothing changes, you can then use the last one, S in F, stay in fight, which gives you 1 hit point, and you can come back alive.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, Bali.
Okay.
Don't don't kill it.
Yeah. I think Bali is going to go ahead and. Okay, so in terms of killing things, I know in D&D you can just specify that you are doing non-lethal damage. Do you do the same thing in Starfinder, or?
We believe so.
So,
At least with melee weapons, I would
with
think.
depending on the type of weapon you're using, some weapons automatically do non-lethal damage. So most of your sonic and most of your electric is non-lethal. If you are using a weapon that does lethal damage, then rules as written, you do it takes a -4 to your attack, and it counts as non-lethal damage. In your particular case, for you, you can do a normal shot right now. Once you get caught up in levels with everybody else, then we'll have you follow rules as written. But for now, you can take a normal shot and just say it's. You
Okay.
couldn't do. Yeah, so you can just say it's non-lethal, whether you're using your entropic strike or your
Okay, let me check one more time
other
to make
stuff.
sure. Uh, ba, ba,
Ba-do-ba-doo, Elmo's.
ba. Okay, so saying that I'm using my entropic strike uses my move action. So, I think Bali's going to go ahead and use 2 points of their entropic pool, uh, of his entropic pool, to go ahead and really hope that this attack hits.
We have confidence in you.
You can do it.
Oof.
And do it.
Yeah, that missed.
Or not.
All right,
Okay.
hold on a second. I don't know why you had the. Would have been this. And let me see if it's going against. There. Yeah, that would have hit.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's going to go ahead and do. It does both the normal damage and the entropic strike damage, correct?
No, so if you're using your entropic strike, then you can use anything, whether it's your shield or your hand or the um, weapon. The weapon's damage, it just means that the damage is equal to either your class level or the weapon level. And then it says you can apply any weapon special property, critical hit effect, or weapon fusion to it, but the damage is based on your entropic damage. So in this particular case, unless you roll a crit, there's no difference between using the weapons you have. or your shield and your normal entropic strike. So you would just click the entropic strike damage and then right click it twice because you used 2 points.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, okay. Sorry. So it's. Oh, I should have done the attack for the entropic strike then, and not for the magma blade. Oops. So it's gonna go ahead and do this. I think he actually like swung the sword, but more like actually no, it's blinded. Never mind. So I think that was more of like a shield bash sort of thing.
Okay.
Of
And you said you're using 2 of your entropic pool, so roll another 1d4.
it has 2d4 already.
Right. So your normal entropic strike does 1d4, and then you can add by using your points an extra 1d4 for each point you use.
Points.
Oh, okay. In that case, there's that.
All right. So he strikes this thing with its shield, and you see where the shield hits it. The plant sort of starts withering and turning all black and dark, and uh, it's like it's going through the fall phase all in a matter of seconds as this thing uh, all around where it hit just spreads out and withers and ages.
Big.
Voila. And that is his turn.
All right, so that would leave you with that uses. So you had 1 to start with. You did a double move. It gives you another 1, and
Yes.
then you use them both up. So you should that should be all your entropic pool, correct?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you get 1 for crits. Sadly, you don't get 1 for critical fails.
Right? If only.
All right, Orndor.
Um, would you allow the microbot assault to be utilized in a non-lethal way? Okay, it's not.
With magic, no, they have to be. Magic is what it is. So like you couldn't do a overheat and send waves of fire at it and have it be non-lethal. So if it's
Right,
doing
but I have a microbot assault. It's not. It's just
so
changing your.
if you have things like um, things that do
Does it
thunder
do
damage or
damage?
electrical damage, you have a jolting
No, that's what I'm
surge.
saying. Doesn't
Your
do
jolting
damage.
surge is non-lethal. I don't know what
Jolting
other
surge.
spells you have off the top of my head, but
Baneful polymorph. Microbot assault. See, microbot assault doesn't have any. It just changes their stats. It doesn't.
yeah. So your jolting surge or your supercharged weapon would be able to do non-lethal.
But yeah, you could use a microbot assault if it doesn't do damage. Yeah. It just puts what hindrance on people, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's hold on. Just drop it over here.
That would be an outstanding thing to use.
So I thought. I'm trying to drop the information here.
Yes, so correct. It does not do any damage at all. So yeah, it would not be. You could do the cloud of the microbot assault if you want.
Okay, that's what I'll do. So level 3, it should be good to keep things moving along.
You can also do the
Uh,
baleful polymorph.
yes. So I'm target and then go. Perfect. I roll the cast. This is successful.
All right, begin in a 10-foot square area when you create them. All right, so where do you want this 10-foot square to be?
Can it be like right? It's right on the square that it's in.
Okay.
Supposed to fly around it according to the enemy needs, and this one has no enemy needs other than to be right there. So I think it's going to stay there. And
All right, and does it
this,
have?
this planet moves, right? Or is it not move?
It does move. It's moving slower thanks to Doc, but it does move.
And the micropush too.
It created the darkness, and you guys were able to lure it out. So yes, it was way up to the north when you first started fighting it.
Ah. Okay, so since I'm away from it, I'm going to take a couple steps back. Actually, I'm going to take 20 feet. And
All right, so
some
going
other-
to tarrying fire and covering fire.
What are you saying there, big guy?
Herring fire puts you off kilter. Targeting fire puts you off target.
I don't understand
Correct?
why you're saying that.
All right, so basically
Because
everybody has a +2 to hit it, and it has a -2 to hit everybody else.
okay, that's cool.
That's pretty sweet buff.
That's what those microbots do. All right, Doc, your system, your micro lab has a
Mm-hmm.
little blips saying that Twitch is breathing again, but he's not feeling so good.
Well, let's get over there to him because I have to be adjacent to him. Mix up a little concoction, the Bolita variant, and
Ooh,
apply. You got to make sure it matches your physiology.
right?
Would want to have a negative reaction,
Yeah,
but
let's not do that. I'm already dying.
oh, you're not dying. So I'm going to give you a field dressing.
And for those of you watching, and for Bali, this is what you see minus the cat person, um, and that is to scale. So Orndor is this little halfling. You have Doc, and you have the giant Twitch who is now on the floor twitching.
There. I can't do anything about your fatigue, but I get
That's
you
all right.
conscious again, so you don't have to spend that last resolve point getting conscious. I didn't,
Woohoo!
or really didn't want that to happen because you're going to need it if you go down again.
Correct.
Nice. All right, and that
How many,
also
how many resolve points do we have?
It varies by your class and race and level.
on your first page, if you look at RP, or in the combat tracker, Orndor, you have 5. All right, so the palm is going. Is going to move up. So
It
it has a
takes
minus.
half of your. Is it half or a quarter of your max resolve rounded down to stabilize?
1/4. So I took him 2.
Minimum of one.
Yep, I took him 2.
Which, if you only have one resolve left, you don't have enough to stabilize again.
Oh,
He has 5 left, so Twitch is okay.
Oh, okay, so you got plenty left. Okay, I was worried.
All right, so one's gonna go out to Molly. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. We'll just they all. Some of them go toward Twitch. One each. One Twitch, one to Doc, and one to Bali, and they all just blindly miss. Um, I did roll a 1, so let's see if he. Nope, 41. He did not critically fail. All right, so that is it for the pitiful void palm. Twitch, you are awake. You are alive. Doc
Yay.
is hovering over you.
And you're feeling good.
thanks, Doc.
You are no
And I'm
longer.
feeling good.
Right.
Don't know about feeling good, but
Feeling better than dying.
right.
So normally you would. It takes a movement action to stand. For you, I'm going to say because of your race, does not. I'm just going to say you're able to stand up with 5 feet of movement if you want to. No
Okay.
longer be prone. You see, he has these big, dark, protective lenses over his eyes because it's really bright outside. And what would you like to do, Twitch?
Rest. I would like to rest. Is the plant thing done? Is it
No,
out
it's
of commission?
not at all.
Oh,
No. Okay. Then I am moving as far away from it as I can.
All right, so you can take a 5-foot step as your movement to get away from it without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
And then if you want to use your movement, I mean your action to move, you can then move your normal speed again.
I will use my action to move.
And if we go over to the east, in that direction, it is difficult terrain. If you head south below dock or north and out, you can get back onto the trail.
How many have I
Okay,
gone? I can't see.
25.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay. All right. Bali, they have left you alone facing this creature.
I think he's all right with that. For now. Um. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and I think it also takes a move action to align my shield, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and do that. Align the shield, or actually probably attack and then do it, because movement and stuff. But so he's going to go ahead and sorry, lost my train of thought. Go ahead and try to attack the void palm with the magma blade. Yeah.
Again, I
Well,
don't know why it's doing that. Give me a moment. Still think it's going to be a miss, but yeah, it's a miss.
for sure a miss. Uh,
So all these little tiny bots flying all around it.
yeah, that's obviously the reason, and not Bali being incompetent. Uh, and so he goes ahead and tries to slash out in it and just kind of again distracted by the bots, but he goes ahead and aligns his shield between him and the void palm, kind of bracing it a bit.
All right, excellent. Let me add that to you. Effects.
Oh, that's an effect.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a pulse.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure the entropic pool has to be a semicolon. So we'll see if that will work.
Oh, it.
All right.
I turned it off because I don't have anything in my entropic
That's right.
pool.
All right. Orndor.
Yes, I'm going to use my pulsecaster pistol, which is non-lethal.
It is.
Oh, can I roll again?
All right. So you would get a +2, but 12 is still a miss. All right. Are you
Can I
moving?
not move and take my double action?
Okay. So you would need to use the full attack button. On your actions page, it says F attack. So click that one.
Oh, okay. Right. There we go. Oh, man. Still
All
a
right.
miss.
Same thing. Because 12 is not gonna make it.
Okay.
There's a couple shots. Take out half of your microbots.
Yep.
Doc Day, your
All right.
patient jumped up and ran away.
That
The
is
patient
good.
got away from the danger.
I will. In a show of great bravado, draw out my dueling sword
Ooh, nice.
and slap at it in a non lethal fashion. -4, you said.
For a sword, yes.
And
Darn.
miss.
Again, it would be a +2, but 12 we have already determined since those last 3 rolls were 12s. That is a miss. All right, top of the next round. So go ahead and click FF, and you can go
Fast
ahead
Alright.
and do
forward?
your
What?
roll. Stands for flat-footed. It's not really flat-footed, but it does the same thing. So
Wait, wait, I think Doc Dade skipped his turn because he was at the top of the
oh, yeah,
initiative
you
for
get
the
to
next
go again
round.
there, Doc, because you started this round.
Oh, okay.
Your
I
momentum and
see.
excitement actually getting
My
into
momentum and
fisticuffs
excitement.
allows you
I
to
will,
go again. Got the adrenaline
first
pumping.
thing I'm going to do is, let's see, after I act, um, I'm going to deploy Beaker.
Okay.
And it doesn't take me an action, but
No.
he's going to come off of hold and you can put him on the map. Um, let's see. I'm not going to grant him an action this round, so he can take a move and a standard action. Or a double move action this round. and he's going to take one of the serums of healing from my pocket and run it over there to Twitch.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a semi ineffectual slap at this monster with my sword again.
Okay. So click FF.
Miss. But here I can't drag it directly to her, but what I can do is put a serum of healing in the party sheet.
All right. And Twitchy, do you have Serum of Healing um,
Uh,
There it is. And she
in
can
your
drag
on your
that one.
actions page?
do I have it on my actions page? You mean in my inventory?
Nope.
No, you need
On
to
your
actions.
actions page, is it coded? You should have one
I
coded.
have Serum of Healing Mark 1 and Mark 2.
On my where's my actions page?
So if Doc is having an off day, help as well.
There we go. Actions. Hand axe, grenades,
Yeah, I don't
readiness, fast
see it.
recover, spellbane, combat mechanics, themes.
Can
No,
you
I do
drag
not
her
have
from
it.
somebody
Okay.
else's character sheet onto hers?
You can drag it onto his.
I mean the effect. Can you drag it from the actions tab on one character sheet onto somebody else's?
No. If it's coded as a spell, then you can drop it into the spells, and then from the spells drag it back on. Just same thing as in 5e D&D, but not the actual actions. All right, so go ahead and give me is 2d4 plus 2, correct? Or plus 1, or what is it?
Hold
2d4?
on, let me look.
I think it's just 2d4.
Yeah, I think you made it 2D4.
Who's
Yeah,
rolling?
you are.
Okay.
Healing 0, mark 1, 2d4. All right, so
Yeah,
you get
not bad.
so Beaker comes over, little squawk, hops over, and then sprays you with this little serum, and you get 5 hit points back.
Nice.
All right, and that is your turn. Is now your turn.
Now it's my turn.
Yes.
I really don't. Can I pass? Do I have anything that can add healing to
This is best thing
myself?
to pass.
You can shoot it,
From here? Oh yeah, I guess I can.
or you can, if you have any in your inventory in your gear. Yes, you have
As an
two
action,
serums. You have two serum of healing Mark 1s and a serum of healing Mark 2. So you can use your serums or shoot it.
I
Shoot,
think I'll shoot it. I'll shoot it. Hang
shoot.
on. You're so funny. We'll do static pistol. We'll use my well, no, I'll use my rifle again. Yay, that hit.
All right. So you are able to do a bit more damage to it, and it is not looking very good as it goes. has a minus to its hit. This time it's going to lash out at Doc. And because it's blinded, it's lashing and not even coming close, except for one. One hits. One out of the 3 for a whopping 12 damage.
Wow.
Good. So pretty good.
All right, Orndor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Same pulse caster. Um, if I do a double action, it's -4 for both. Is that correct?
Yes. And the effects of the grenade wear off, so it's no longer blinded. So, what was your question again?
Question is, if I use a pulse caster or pistol again, and I do a full action, I get it's -4 for both rolls. Correct?
Yes, but go ahead and click FF both times before you roll.
Yeah, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I think I'm just going to go with the regular.
Okay.
All right, the regular. Here we go.
Still
Pulse
hit
caster.
FF.
I'll hit FF. CFF. Damn it.
Down by the modifier. I cover, FF, flat-footed.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, my combat tracker's blocking everything. So hold on.
It's not in your combat tracker. It's all the way down the bottom.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, slit. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, man. Oh my god.
There we go.
Did it hit? Yay. 7. Okay. And this is a full action or not a full action?
It is a regular action, so you can still move if you want.
Okay. Let's see. I'm kind of in a clearing, like with the forest edge behind my back, right?
Yes.
Is that kind of what I'm saying? Okay.
You're on a path that goes through this garden.
Right, right. So I think I'm just going to stay here. I think that would be a good idea.
All right, Bolly. Can you finish it off?
Um, actually, instead of trying to finish it off, can I? So, I know that the plant moved. Can I try to trip it and make it easier for the rest of you guys to finish it off? I don't remember how the combat maneuvers work.
All right, so each one is a little different, but talking about the trip itself, it will be you would do an attack as if, and you would have normally you would have a -4, but because you have improved combat maneuver, um, you do not have that.
Okay. And what would I be making an attack with?
Here we go. All right. So as a standard action, you can attempt one of the following combat maneuvers. You choose an opponent, and then make a melee attack roll against the opponent's KAC +8, or in this it will be +4, but in your case it's not. So if you look at your main page,
The main page.
there is a melee right underneath initiative.
Okay.
and trip. So the answer to the question is you knock the target prone if it's on the ground, a target in the air instead descends 10 feet. A target in zero gravity is blah blah blah. The prone and off kilter conditions are further detailed. Okay, that's zero gravity goes off kilter. All right, so it marks it. It would not get prone. Is it immune to prone? Let's see. It is not. So the answer to the question is yes. You could try to trip it.
Okay, I think he's gonna try. Ba, 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 ba. So I just target it and roll the melee thing because the +4 -4 cancels out, right?
Correct.
Okay. Here's hoping.
All right. Oh, you would get a +2, and I think that's going to be enough because I forgot about it being all the bots around it.
Oh yeah.
So that is a hit. 18 is enough to hit. So prone, by the way, take a -4 penalty to melee attacks. So when it attacks, it has a -4. It has a +4 bonus to armor class against ranged attacks, and a -4 penalty to armor class against melee attacks. So it is easier to hit up close, harder to hit from a distance.
Well, and then Bali's going to go ahead and take a 5-foot guarded step.
All right, so you see this little guy move up and slam into it with his shield, and two of his little arms reach out and grab part of it as well, and it sort of totters and tips and crashes onto the jungle floor. All right. Well, the luck would have it.
It
It goes
immediately stands
first.
up.
So it's using all of its movement to stand up.
Well, it was a good idea, guys.
Actually, go ahead and put the prone back on it. Its
Oh,
speed is halved because of the basic inhibitor, and it takes your full movement to stand up.
oh, it can't
So
stand up.
it cannot stand up until the inhibitor goes away. So
Yeah.
thanks.
That sucks.
No, that's great. That is beautiful.
So it cannot stand up. So it's gonna sit there and attack from the floor.
Which is
Um,
great.
all right. So this time it's going. You did. You have since used. You are no longer.
Yeah, my AC
Actually, that was
from the
your.
shield would be 1.
That was not a full attack. That's a standard attack. So you could have used, but you used your movement to do your 5-foot step. So
Yes.
you do not have the bonus to the AC.
It would be an AC 1 from having the shield and not an AC 2 from bracing the shield.
Right. When you brace the shield, it's actually a total of 3. You already have the one in part of your armor class all the
Oh, I
time.
thought that's why you had 1 coded in the thing.
No, that
Okay.
was for your entropic. All right.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I deleted it. All right. So it's going to try to get you.
Gonna get you
I'm gonna get you one
one
day
way or
or
another.
another. I'm gonna find you.
All right. So 2 of
Get
them
you.
miss. 1 of them hits, as is no longer blind. Minimum damage.
And I believe that
So per the delete entropic points. There it
each
is.
time you take damage
Damage is 2
equal
times
to
your
or greater.
character level. Yep. So you get a
So
point.
I get 1. Cool. And now I get Coolio. I was actually just checking about that, so I wanted to
All
make
right,
sure.
Doc.
All right. Damn, this thing is still up.
Barely. It is not
But
looking
it's
good.
prone.
Correct. So it's easier to smack it with your sword.
I will take my blade and turn it sideways. So I still put the -4 on so that the
No, it's a
prone will
-2.
offset. Oh, that's right.
It's a FF for the microbots. Prone is already there. Yeah, it's not doing well. It is prone, so it's a -4. Your inhibitor gives it -2. The microbots give it a -2. And that 18 is going to hit it.
And that is a non-lethal.
And that is enough to knock the sap out of this thing. And with that, you guys are out of combat.
Woo.
The Xenowarden rushes up with his little assistant, and they start applying these different wraps and different things to the roots. And let me pull up the
Doc, are
story.
you able to give her some more healing, or should I use one of my healing potions?
I have more healing potions. I have no more healing no more healing technology, but I do have more potions.
I'm asking. I have some as well. That's why I'm asking. Should I use mine?
If you like, how many do you have?
I have 4 of the Mark Ones and 2 of the Mark Twos.
All right. I'd say perhaps give her a Mark II. And here, I'm going to put, um, there's, well, the one in the party is the one that I gave to her earlier that she took. That can be eliminated from the party sheet, or um, I'll just tell you what, I'll reduce mine by
60,
2 more, and I'll make
64 hit points. That's good. So I just roll it. 64.
no,
How many
hold on.
hits? Okay.
Trying to, um, what I was saying is I put 2 Mark 1 serums of healing into the party sheet for you to take
Okay.
and keep, and then use one of the Mark IIs. I'm not sure what the Mark IIs do. Is it 64?
64. Yeah,
You should have
Yeah,
it coded, don't you, Doc?
I do. Oh,
actually, I probably do.
And yeah,
so
if you have it
coded means it's on
coded
the
as
action
well.
page. Coded means it's on the action page, right? Or,
Yes, I think Doc is the only one who has them coded.
okay. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Okay, so just roll a 5d4 and then one more d4.
Here, I can do it.
What? How'd you get 6 though?
It's coded that way.
Oh,
But if you right click on the die and you pick up the 5 and you're
yeah,
holding it
yeah.
with the left click, a right click on the die will add a die to the stack.
Ah,
All right, and so as they're
oh,
working on it, let me go ahead and
2d10.
give you guys some XPs. Didn't look like I gave you the XP for the warehouse, so there you go. get both.
What's all the cheering about?
Because you guys got XP.
Huh, cool. XP.
They're happy for you. All right.
Obviously.
We're happy for us too.
So just as a quick reminder, uh, well, first of all, as this void palm is being worked on by these Xena wardens, um, are you guys gonna say anything or do anything? Don't forget, did you want to connect her to your med lab?
Ooh.
I think I've already done. Well, actually, I could probably treat wounds to try to get her a little bit more back. Second.
And there is
Okay.
no her here, so I misspoke.
Oh,
Uh,
him.
M.
Twitch. I forgot. Twitch is a
I was
better
actually
use of
talking
him.
about Bali. Did
Is
you want to
Bally
add
injured?
him to your micro lab
Yes.
attuning
Oh, yes, yes,
appointment?
yes.
All right, so you guys are taking a short rest while Doc comes over. And what does it look like when you attune this Skittermander to your micro lab?
It looks like Dr. McCoy using the medical tricorder. I've got my micro lab, fastened to the one arm, and I have the little, dealie with the flashing light that goes, and I wave it up and down over her for a minute, him for a minute, until it goes, bing, and then I'll say, attuned.
And the sound is completely fake. It's like the BMW. So
You hear
quiet.
the
Yeah.
sound, and
It
it's
doesn't.
actually just Doc Dade making it with his
Yeah, I
mouth.
was gonna say it doesn't make any sound. It's just Doc Dade waving the thing around, going.
Well,
I love
BMW
that.
makes a car that is so quiet that they added engine sounds to the speakers so you could hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Um, so while he's doing that, do you guys say anything?
Hey,
I would
what's up?
Welcome
yeah,
aboard the
shake my
team.
head.
Right. What
Well,
is this?
Good
howdy.
work
It's a
back
pleasure
there.
to be here.
What's your specialty? What are you good at? Let me asking.
Lava sorting people, it looks like. We'll have use for that.
Yeah, it's a neat trick, isn't it?
It
Lava
is.
So we're taking a 10-minute rest.
Yep. So those of you who want to click your stam right in the middle, you can spend a resolve to get all your fatigue back. Doc, you're only down 12, but
Yeah, I
that's
don't know if I'm
unusual
gonna
for you.
spend a
So
point or not.
I'm only down.
I might just be fatigued into the next rest.
I think that's only like the second time in this campaign that you've been hurt.
So the SB is what means what?
That's your stamina points.
Mhm.
That's the damage you take first, and once it's done, you
Then you
start
get
taking hit
points.
points of damage. But the
Oh,
stamina can all be gotten back at a rest. Hit points can't. Hit points are hard to get back.
yeah, but I mean that was called fatigue. It's called
Fatigue is damage to your stamina. So if you have 35 stamina and you have 12 fatigue, that's minus 12 from your stamina. I know it's confusing.
yes.
Whereas fatigue is damage to your stamina, wounds is damage to your hit points.
Got it. Okay, cool. See where we are. Level 5. And so our XP needed has not been updated. Is that correct?
Not everybody. No, I was in the
Okay.
process of doing that when other stuff
Okay.
came up,
'Cause
so I
mine's
can do that now as you're.
I'm actually already above what I need.
There you go. Here's just updated.
Ah, wishful thinking. Oh well. So I'm not going to do anything because I don't need anything.
All right, so you saw the pictures. Is anything anybody else want to add as to what they look like or what each other's person, each of you see as a way of introduction?
I didn't catch what Bali's specialty is, and
I don't. I'm gonna be honest, my dude. I don't know what you're asking with that.
like some people are snipers, some people are good with grenades, some people are good with magic, some people are good healing.
I'm a bounty
What is it
hunter.
that you are good at? What weapons and
Well, I'll be honest. I'm mostly good at getting hit and hitting.
We need some of that.
using a sword,
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that's what you were looking for.
meaning
That's why
using a
they went
sword.
ahead and sent me over.
Ah,
Doc is tall and kind of heavy set. He wears a lab coat that's wrinkled that looks like he's fallen asleep in it a couple of times. His clothes are rumpled and look like maybe they fit him a couple 3 years ago, but don't anymore. He's kind of got that expansion going on where everything's a little bit too tight.
you were in them skinny jeans.
Yeah, he's still wearing them skinny jeans.
Twitch looks like a giant earwig with some armor, and I can roll into a ball or I can burrow underground.
Oh, love that for you.
And
Ooh.
I love the heat. Bring on the heat.
And
Hey,
Orndor looks like Little
Brennan.
Sweet from the Dr. Pepper commercials.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a perfectly proportioned human, but just must be over 3.5 feet, and very handsome.
Well, hey,
As
you finally
college
met somebody
educated.
that's shorter than you.
I know.
Well, it's mighty fine to meet you, folks. I do have a question. Doc Dade, is does that stand for Doctor Dade, or is that like your actual legal name,
Oh,
Doc Dade?
it, actually, Doc, it stands for doctor, but I'm not licensed. Kind of got it revoked. So I'm not a doctor anymore.
Shooting darts at the superior
I,
officers.
I'm not a doctor anymore. Now I'm just a doc.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha.
No, but my first name is Cullen.
Well, it's mighty
Cullen,
fine to meet you.
Y'all didn't know
Cullen.
Doc had a first name, did you?
Nobody asked.
You have vampires in your history?
Yeah, fucking Edward Cullen up there.
All right, so just as a reminder, as you guys came into this bubble, um, there was a stark and immediate difference between this and the rest of the burning archipelago. The air here has a rich quality of jungle planet. Its scent constantly changing between different flowers and soil. For the first time since you guys have been here, you see birds and insects, um, and then drifting throughout the center are these numerous platforms of the floating gardens that shift into a complex and mysterious dance. As I said, it looks like at first glance it just looks like a jumble, but as you're walking around and noticing out of the peripheral vision, you see that they are actually moving and in a very defined and very careful pattern. And as they move past each other, they spin slowly. And there's different avenues for vehicles and alleyways open and close as they move past each other. And so as you're finishing up here, the Farah, that was a small plant-like humanoid with a glowing seed pod for a head. And Doc had already mentioned last time that it gives off a little bit of a glowing head, and the color conveys its mood. Before it was a panic, almost like a pulsing red, um, and now you see that it's more of a much muted, almost like a puce, or slowly turning green as it's working on the plant, talking to its aides that are there, and it comes over to you guys, and you see in its cupped in its hand are these three seed pods that have dirt on them and stuff, and he hands them out toward Doc.
I'll take them. What have we here?
Sure.
Um,
I'll
so
scan
he
them
hands you
with my.
two of the seeds, and he says, "Well, this one is going to be planted, and give it about 6 months or so, and you can come back and see the seedling as it's growing. But those are very ultra rare seeds. Uh, each one of them probably get you 3,000 or so credits. Um, thank you so much for your being discreet on this and helping me preserve this very rare plant. I do appreciate it."
How many plants were there?
Can I get a sense motive check on him to see if he's being entirely honest with us?
I can also help.
Yeah, anybody who wants to do a sense motive can.
Good at this stuff. Well, I was good
You
at it.
guys are
Happy
5,
enough day.
so that is
Wow.
10 plus 5, 15, 17. Alright, so yeah, or you're not sure. It's a sketchy little plant thing, and you don't really know how to to tell if it's alive or not. Uh,
You said it's only
much.
one plant, or are there more?
He gave you guys 2 seeds.
You said 3,000 a pop. That's a good amount of money because we don't.
Yeah, well, let's hang on to them for now. We'll
Yeah,
file them away.
yeah, oh yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
I
Putting
guess I
those
did
in the
that.
party sheet. Like, there we go.
Yeah,
And
I may be wealthy, but I don't
the
have any of it.
2 Serum of Healing Mark 1s, did they get used?
No, they should be going to Orendor. Orendor, take those out of the party sheet and add them to yours.
Yep.
And if anybody else has no serums of healing, let me know. I have more to hand out.
Here.
Valley, how are you doing?
So, Bally, go ahead and take 2 of the. Okay, hold on. There we go. Take 2 out of the party sheet.
When you take it out, it goes one at a time.
Yeah.
Unless you hold shift, then it'll do the whole stack.
So you put a total of 4 in there, then, right?
Yes, there was a total of 4 in there.
Cool. Thank you.
I'll add the void seeds to my inventory just to so that we don't have clutter in the party sheet.
Okay.
All
So
right.
good.
So, there you go. All right. So, yes, as far as you can tell, it's telling you the truth. It mentioned last time that it was uh, its predecessor had messed up, and now this thing was freaking out, and so um, they needed to uproot and replant it. But when they tried to do that, it attacked them. So now that you've got it subdued, they're able to uh, take care of it properly, and you see them in the process of doing that as you guys were taking your 10-minute rest.
Right. So, forget, did I fix Twitch or not?
I'm sorry, what?
Did I give you healing, my healing thing, Mark two? I did. I don't remember rolling it. That's all.
She's down 10 hit points. Orndor is down 2 hit points.
Right.
Yeah, but I thought
Here,
I
let me
couldn't
do
use that
this.
for that.
I thought I was using a Mark two on her. I mean, him for healing purposes.
I didn't know you could use a serum of healing for hit points.
That's what it's for.
It's the only thing you can use it for. It does not do anything for stamina.
Okay.
All right.
Then I should be able to use one of the many that I have in my own inventory.
Ooh. Choose.
All right. So if you're using one from your inventory, go ahead and
2d4.
roll 2d4. Yeah, the typical Starfinder healing serum is 1d8. I made them 2d4 so that you will never get just one hit point back. All right, so that
My
heals you for 3, so you get
medicine
down to
check
7.
was not high enough to treat deadly wounds on Twitch. So, but I'm gonna also attempt it on Orndor.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank you.
I think I'll just keep it where it's at. What am I at now? 7? Down 7.
Can't you take 10, or would 23 be enough?
No, it has to be 25, and I don't think
Okay.
on this on treating wounds. I don't think you can take 10.
Okay. Well, you like those 7s. Good thing you go into gambling.
Taking 10 wouldn't do it either. I need a 12 or higher to treat deadly wounds right now. At a higher level, when my basic med kit becomes an advanced med kit, all those DCs will go down by 10.
Right. All right. So you guys are making your way to the Vestronic Gaming Complex. Is there anything else you're looking to do as you're making your way there?
I think so.
Nope.
All
No.
right. So the rest of your trip is uneventful. You guys are chattering a little bit, uh, catching Bali up on what's going on. Uh, you all have been somewhat famous, but while even though they may not be, I may not have seen what was going on, it's easy enough to find videos and reports and things about your antics and what's been happening. So Bali's pretty much caught up on what you guys were doing until you joined the DCI, the Deep Cultures Institute. Since then, the information has pretty much stopped. Wasn't a lot of public stuff that was going on, so he doesn't know a whole lot about what happened after you got to the Deep Cultures Institute, um, and doesn't really know what you guys are doing right now. So if you wanted to catch him up real quick and let him know what your goal is as you walk toward the Vestronic Gaming Complex.
Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well, where to start? The Deep Cultures Institute got hacked. and robbed. And so we pursued that, and in the pursuit of that, I'm trying to think of how we got to where we're at now, because that this is was stretched over many months of play. So I know we had some gaps in there, so I'm kind of sketchy on it.
So they've Deep Culture Institute was hacked. They tracked down the information through a couple different gangs that were hired by other people that were hired by other people, and
Mm.
were able to retrieve the information and bring it and get it back to the Deep Cultures Institute.
Okay.
The information that was stolen. So again, keeping in mind you are in these bubble cities on the
Inside the
in
sun.
the corona of the sun. So uh, how these cities were made and who made them is an ongoing question. The Deep Cultures Institute attributes them to the cities to a race or a society that they think still lives within the sun, deeper in the sun. Thus, why they're called deep culture, because
Crazy.
they're trying to find out who this deep culture is. Most of the other people in the packed worlds consider the Deep Culture Institute like Bigfoot hunters or UFO enthusiasts.
Yeah. They're
They're
kind of conspiracy theorists, sort of.
exactly because there has been no truth or fact besides the giant floating cities that are there that would lead anybody else scientifically proof give them scientific proof as to if they even exist. There's another third party involved, um, which is where'd it go? Message of the day. Um, the Corona artifact divers. They also like to study these bubble cities and are looking for stuff, but they're not doing it for to further science. They're doing it for the money. They want to find the artifacts and sell them, whereas the Deep Cultures Institute wants to find the artifacts and learn about them and um, enhance.
Preserve them.
So they're sort of at odds, even though they're sort of doing the same thing, because they have vastly different motivations on why they do that. Well, all this to say, the information that was stolen from the Deep Cultures Institute, combined with what was at the location where they retrieved it, has led them toward the fact that there is a city called Noma, Noma, deeper in the sun. And there is now
Dun dun
definitive
dun.
proof that this place exists because a treasure hunter named Lurian built a ship, the only ship in existence at this point that anybody knows about at least, that can go deeper into the sun. Right now, there is
Ooh.
no ship. If they try to go in, you will be destroyed by radiation or melted. Uh, this ship she made was the only one who has would be able to make the trip, and there's rumors that she came back with a valuable artifact, and that's where they were talking last week. Last time they talked to the Corona Artifact Divers group and found out that this woman, Lurian, was given a big payout for this artifact she found, and she's now at the Vestronic Gaming Complex blowing it all. And
I
so
mean, there's worse things you could do with it.
you are on your way to the Vestronic Gaming Complex to find her and convince her that you need the ship to go to this city.
When we got sidetracked by Plant Boy.
Yes, this is helping out the Xena Wardens. All right, so um, and so that's where you are now. You've now brought Bali up to speed. You're looking for this woman. You know she has brown hair, and that's pretty much it. Uh, so you get to the Vestrani Gaming Complex. Um, it is very easy to find it. It has 6 automated hover taxis circling the bubble to offer tourists free rides to the casino. So you guys all pile into 2 of the hover taxis, and they take you up, drop you off by the main front doors, and just through the doors is this huge lobby, similar in theme to the rest of Verdion, where it looks like it's a jungle floor covered in moss and stone. But as you step on the carpet, it's luxuriously soft. There's a stone dais in front of you, and it takes you a second to before you realize that it's actually a hologram because you see it glitch a little bit and go back to it the way it was. But it is this Kasaric, this large beast that's probably from head air quotes to butt is 8 9 feet long. The tails is itself another 7 feet long. This huge crest that goes across
Oh,
its
those
back.
things are from Castrovel.
They are. Those of you who are
They're from
familiar
the
with Castavo,
restricted continent on Castrovel.
yep, would recognize these things. They spit um, seed pods at you, and if you are hit by these thorns, they inject larvae into your bloodstream, and if you die, they
Ugh,
wake up and eat their way out of your body.
that's a nightmare.
But
Sounds
there's this thing,
disgusting.
and then you see to the north a large holo sign that says guest services, and behind it there's a bald man, human, sitting there. Um, you see a couple guests standing in front of this Kasaric taking selfies, and let me share the map. It is night on Verdion, and now I add you to. There we go, and now you can see.
We
Get rid of
totally hang out at a club like this.
speaker. Off in the distance, you hear sounds of gaming, ding, 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 little bells and whistles, and every once in a while a cheer or a laughter and stuff. Off in the distance,
Did we have a picture of this woman?
you do not.
And said that she has brown hair, and we know that she's here. So
It's really not helpful.
And she's
Unless they're all like
spending
original.
money like mad.
Let me unlock the tokens. All right, let me check. Do one last thing here. Click. can't. Why aren't these visible? Oh, they are. Okay, that's just not visible to me. That's weird. All right. So, Doc, you're walking up to.
Looks like a counter of some sort.
Yep, it's customer services, and there's a bald man sitting behind it.
Um, Introduce myself. I'm Doc Dade. I'm a representative of the Midnight Corporation, and we're here looking for somebody. What was your name? Uh, Go back and look. But Lurian. We're looking for a woman named Lurian, spending lots of money. Looking to hire her for a job. Is it familiar to you?
Oh, I'm welcome to the Restani Gaming Complex. I'm sure your friend uh, is probably availing herself of the gaming tables. I would not. We do not keep track of every guest who comes in. Let me check. What did you say your name was?
My name is Doc Dade.
A
She won't know
clackety
me.
clack. I do not see any messages that were left for you. Did you want to leave a message for her in case
Um,
she comes back?
no, we'll just have a look around. But if she does come by, actually, yes, leave a message here for her. Tell her that and I'll leave one of our midnight corp business cards that we're looking to do business. We wish to hire her ship.
All right. And does your business does your this is the DM, does your business card have your
It has
personal?
my name and my personal communicator number
Okay.
on it.
Very well, good sir. I will make sure that if she stops by here, she will retrieve this information. If she's a guest in our hotel, this will also be forwarded to her as well.
Oh, you're a hotel as well as a casino.
Well, of course, we offer all the full range of services to our guests.
Doc will pull out his phone and tap real quick to look at his bank account. How much is a room?
Rooms range anywhere from 25 all the way up to 1,000 credits. You would need to just the hotel itself is straight through all the way through on the other side, and you'll see the lobby there. You can also go to our website and sign up there as
So
well.
I'll turn around and look at Bally and Twitch and say, well, he was not much help, but not that I had much to give him. Let us have a look around, shall we?
Like it.
Yeah. Um,
Oh,
I
easy.
think before we head off, Bali's going to step up to the counter with and try to stand as tall as he can. Uh, a quick question before we go, my good sir. If you
So
had
these little steps come out
Oh, nice.
and allow
Cool.
you to step up and see.
Yeah, a quick question before we head off. If you had a lot of credits to spend, which area would you head to first?
Oh, well, our gaming complexes are straight ahead. Just follow the signs, and I'm sure you can find something that will meet your particular needs. We have everything, all the different games, uh, and some you may not even be aware of.
Which one's your favorite?
I still prefer the old uh, Terran game of blackjack myself.
Okay. I'll have to check it out while I'm over there.
A little bit more skill than luck involved with that.
Well, that's all he had to ask. So Bali is. I don't know what he was hoping for, but it wasn't quite that. But he'll definitely keep an eye on the blackjack table.
I told you he wasn't
Looking
much
for.
help.
Well, yeah, but he wanted to try.
Mhm.
So he's ready to head off. Nope.
Welcome
And Doc
Raiders,
Dit runs away.
FSH
There it
Schmo,
is.
in the house.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome. All right,
Raiders.
and you do see there's the sign. So these guys have just come into a casino, space casino, and there is a holographic uh, creature in the room. In the center of the room there, and so as you guys are talking, you turn around and you do see these signs uh, explaining the 3 rules of the gaming complex: no cheating via divination or illusions, check your weapons, and to guest services, and have fun. You do see down below you to the south is the guest services desk. And as you guys are meeting back up together to talk, the Sarek rears up and you see
Roll for
it sort of
initiative.
mel- shifts a little bit, turns and makes eye contact with you, Doc.
That's
And
weird.
one of the tentacles reaches out
Um,
and slams into you as this thing steps down the
Holy shit, it's real?
off the shelf. Does
um,
11 points of damage, and we are in combat. Go ahead and give me initiative, guys.
do you want it in the tower?
is this supposed to attack guests?
As you see these other guests start running, screaming.
Are you rolling or?
Okay, put it in a square. There it is. All
God,
right, so
Oof.
it's in a square now. Okay. Oh, the void palm is still there. I'm gonna get rid of him.
hello me a kiss.
All right. So the way surprise works in Starfinder is you can do one action, so you can move or do an attack. You are flat-footed, which means you have no reactions until your turn, until the end of the first surprise round,
Okay.
and you have people have a bonus to hit you. So if you ever surprise anybody else, oh wait a second, let me expose. There you go. So there's the hologram that has stepped off its dais and is coming towards you guys.
I don't see anything.
Try clicking on your character and then clicking them again on the map.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were using the same map.
All right, so Bali.
Um,
So you get one entropy. I mean EP.
Oh yeah, I do. You're right. You're right. Um. Oh, I didn't mean that. It's fine. Delete the other one. Um. Yeah. So I think. Yeah. Since Doc just got attacked, Bali is going to go ahead and he raises up his shield and kind of plants it. But it's kind of in between him and Doc Dade. And so I just got it. So he is what's it called? I'm sorry.
Are you stepping into Doc's square and using your Rachel ability?
No. He is using a Vanguard ability that he just got. He is aiming his shield, lining. I can't remember it.
Attracting shield.
Yeah, he's doing that. But that's part of the thing that you do with shields. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're aligning a shield
Aligning.
against
That's
the
it.
hologram.
Yeah. So he is aligning his shield. Uh, and that
Right. So
adds
Doc,
to his AC also.
are you willing to get the +1 armor class
Yes.
bonus from?
Yeah, you wanna be protected by my shield?
It has to be a willing or
Yes.
unconscious ally. You are not
I'll
Okay,
take
unconscious,
it.
cool.
so you have to be willing.
I'll take it because a couple more
Okay.
womps like that from that tentacle, and I will be an unconscious ally.
All right.
Yeah,
So
and so
consent is important.
consent is key. Uh, so
What's the safe word?
Pumpernickel.
no, no is the safe word. Um,
Carrot.
Head
Carrot.
for
so Bali goes ahead and raises his shield and tells Dr. Dade, "Go ahead and stay next to me, and I'll do what I can to keep you from getting hit again."
Sounds like a plan.
So
All right.
you just have to stay adjacent, so you can be anywhere next to him, just as long as you don't go more than 5 feet away.
So I have to share this again. Sorry guys, I keep accidentally deleting it, but I can't share it to the stream because I don't have a character there.
Mm.
Otherwise, I would be able to share it just directly with one person. But anyway, I wanted to put this up for the stream to see. There we go. All right. All right. So you see this Bolita. He takes a 5-foot step back and runs. As this thing steps down off the platform. So I wanted to check one last thing. Here it is. Okay, that answers that question. All right, so it lashes out with another tentacle. So it's going to have a minus because of Bali helping out Doc. Oof, but a 19 on the
Oof.
dice.
Yeah, I can't help you with that.
Minimal damage this time, though. All right, so Twitch, you can do one thing. You can either move or attack, or you can't do both.
Can't come in this way.
I can't do both. Where am I at? Control. And it's this big fella here, right?
Yes, the hologram has stepped off of its dais and is starting to attack. You can go
That
ahead
is
and give.
weird.
I'm going to go ahead and push a roll while you're doing what you're doing, since I know you are a mechanic.
See here. Auto target rifle. Oh, FB.
Oof.
All right, so I put you a roll, and I need a percentile as well.
And percentile. Whoops. Pick it up.
All right, well, two ones in a row, but your percentile was not high, so you're good to go. Not a critical fail.
Thank goodness. All right. That's all I got then.
All right, off in the distance, you see some movement coming towards you guys.
We had the surprise round, and that's considered round one, or is it considered round zero?
It's round one. Orndor, your turn. You can either um, you can do one thing: cast one spell, attack, move. One of those three.
Sorry, this thing's going down here. All right. What am I gonna do here? I think I'm gonna go with microbot assault, perhaps. What's baleful polymorph was you changing the thing into some other creature, more uglier. Is that even possible in this situation?
You asking if you can summon creatures?
No, I can't summon creatures. I just baleful polymorph two is
Oh,
where you
you're a technomancer. Let me give you a roll.
just
Click, click,
he says you change the shape of a character
click.
into decent roll.
All right, so this is a hologram. You do know that some holograms have features that where they can be used as security as well.
Okay,
So it looks like that's what's happening here. So no, you could not cast that spell on this because it is a hologram.
but it's capable of doing damage to us.
Correct. It can cause its programming can cause its tentacles or whatever in this case its tentacles to become substantial and do damage. Yes. So you can damage it
I'm
where it is substantial, but you would not be able to affect it with a spell like that. That particular
okay.
spell.
I'll just use my
Because in a
blunt
sense you're
force.
restructuring DNA and stuff. This thing has no DNA because it's made of light.
Okay, and then just the other four people over here. Who are they again?
Those are guests who are frantically running away.
Okay, so all right. Go ahead and target. I'm gonna press my thing, don't I? Oops. Okay, I'm going to use the, let's use the long sword, pulse caster. Semi-auto pistol. I didn't reload on my Didn't reload on the off time. Can we say that I reloaded? Since I use
Yes,
this
that's
weapon
fine.
most of the time.
Yep, you would have.
Okay, all right. So I'm good. I know. All right, here we go. I'm lined up, and that's it. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Hit. It needs a hit. Can't see. Oh, there it is. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, maybe it's gonna be something good. 8. Partially resisted too. That sucks.
All right, Doc.
Within threat range of it, aren't I?
Yes, but you can take a 5-foot guarded step and get out of threat range.
Take a 5-foot guarded step, and then you can move action and move back here. That's all I can do this round.
All right, so this thing's
Wait a
going to
minute,
move
this was a
forward.
surprise round, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
Then all I would have been able to do is a 5-foot guarded step. You can
correct.
put me
Move
back
in.
over there. Yeah.
All right, so this thing moves up, and I just want to check something real quick, as it is not in this list. Okay. Reaches out and tries to attack Bali. And it misses. Bali, here you go.
Before Bali does anything, he actually wants to turn around and look at the like the guest services counter and see if the bald guy looks surprised that the hologram started moving.
Yes, you see him. He is frantically talking into his communicator and has sort of moved back and is a little wide-eyed looking at the thing.
Okay, so this isn't like some sort of like built-in security system for like, oh, these guests haven't checked in their weapons. This is like an actual threat. Um, okay.
It would seem.
Uh, in that case, you know what? Bali's going to go ahead and try to trip the hologram, I guess. It seems solid enough to attack, so that's what he's going to do. So I just make a melee attack with it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's hope that it hits. Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay. So he goes and I think he was trying to like kind of get it all confused and whatever, and tried to like
Confused and fuzzy.
tried to like grab a leg out from under it. But it actually just kind of uh put its foot somewhere else, and so he kind of misinterpreted where it would move. And for his move action, he is once again aligning his shield. And so that would I think it wore off already. Yeah. So he is going to. Doc Dade, you still willing to get that
Yes.
AC bonus? Okay.
Yes.
So he's going to go ahead and align his shield, and that would put that to you. And that's his turn.
All right, so I'm just reading through the details of what this thing can do. All right, Orndor.
Yep. A second.
See, did you roll? What did you roll on your? Um,
My initiative was very sad.
okay.
So that
So you know, one also you would know this thing at being a hologram
yeah,
is incorporeal. So it's basically
okay,
like a ghost.
right,
So energy attacks and magical attacks do half damage.
right,
Nothing else hurts it,
okay.
which is why your bullet went through it and didn't do any damage.
Oh, no damage.
So it has to be magical or energy.
Okay,
Guys,
energy would be a laser.
Yes.
think about this. What do all holograms have in common?
A power source?
They use light.
A
Power
projector. Yes.
projector. Ooh.
It can't be a hologram unless it's being projected from something from somewhere. If we can find that, we can shut it down.
That's a good idea.
Look around. Is somebody controlling it? Well, I'm going to put that bug out there that, this thing just didn't do this on its own. Somebody's behind it.
All right, well, I'll shoot it with lasers and see what you guys can look around.
All right, go for it.
All right, I'm shooting with lasers. It's already lined up, right? Come on, baby, let's do it. Let's put this thing there. Come on, sucky rolls.
Yeah, 4 on the dice isn't gonna.
All right, let's move.
And that is 8. All right, Doc, you're gonna move. All right, Doc, your turn.
My turn. All right. Bally. Let's boost you up a little bit.
Can't say no to that.
Let me see. Let's see what I want to give you. Armor class or movement?
Uh, armor class.
I hit you with this little dart, and where it hits you, this little blue energy field starts spreading out across your body in a pattern that looks a lot like little tiny dragon scales or something until it covers your entire body, and then it mostly fades from view. Although, if you look real closely at your skin, you can still faintly see it there. And for the next 4 rounds, you have a +1 bonus to your armor class.
Ooh, nice.
Biohack your body a bit.
All right, and Twitch.
So, as we're looking around, as a member of our party suggested, do I see anybody that looks like they're not surprised by this happening?
All right, so I'm pushing you this. You do not see anybody in here, except for, like I said, off in the distance. You see some people coming towards you guys, but even them, you don't think it would be them. Um, but in this, you're inside, being a engineer, a mechanic. This could be run by, especially if this is a security thing, as Orndor mentioned. It could be run from the security office. There are cameras around So it might just it's if it's being controlled, it's probably being done from like a security office. You don't see anybody manually doing it up around here.
I'm gonna shoot at the closest camera to me.
All right. So give me just a straight attack roll.
What's a straight attack roll? Just a melee on the front page?
No, whatever weapon you're using, just roll it without
Oh,
targeting
okay.
anything.
All right. All right. I get you.
Oh, there we go. I forgot. And let me go with this.
If someone's using the camera to control it, then let's take away their eyes.
Not a bad idea.
Where did the creature go? Hello. What happened? Turn off. Turn back on. There we go. Weird. Okay, so you rolled 18. All right, and roll. Now you have the hologram targeted, so untarget the hologram, and then roll
Oh,
damage. Okay. So you shoot at the camera. You see. Uh, you don't know if you did enough damage to pierce the hardness, but you hit it, and that is where we will leave it for this
hmm.
session.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
next session is the first.
Of
Um,
January?
Yes.
correct. Not New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Day. Um, what are you? How are you guys?
I should not have a problem with that.
I'll be fine.
Okay, that's two. Reno and Roberta, are you good for New Year's Day?
Oh, I should be fine. I'll
Okay.
have done all my drinking the night before.
All right. So we will plan on being back
We'll say
here.
that I am. I'm not sure.
Okay. We'll be back here in 2 weeks as you guys have entered into the Vestrani Gaming Complex and did something to make this hologram unhappy. Uh, and so this is where we'll pick up in 2 weeks. Thank you for playing. Welcome to the newest member.
Hello.
Yes.
Good to
Rico.
have you
Hola.
aboard. It was fun.
And so, um, thanks again for playing. Thank you so much, Martian Cat. If you're not around, I have it on good authority that the message will get back to her. I really appreciate you uh, supporting the stream. Thank you so much. And thanks again for all that you guys do. Enjoy the rest of your year. Have a good holidays. Merry Christmas. And I will see you January 1st. Say goodnight,
Woo.
guys.
Good
Night
night,
Night,
all.
guys.
guys.
Guys.